This is the homepage for Flipgrid. You can make an account either through your Microsoft email, which is what we have through school, or through your Google account, so everyone has one or the other of those, hopefully. And when you make an account, this is sort of what your dashboard looks like right here. So it's basically a platform to be able to create and share videos. You can use it for discussions and a variety of other purposes, which we will get into later. This is a little grid that we made to share with you all for your entertainment purposes. So this is delightful.
Oh, the other one, the other one. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go.
Hello, Kelly. It's me, your friend Mac. It's like 6:30, and I have no idea where my tooth is.
So, very concerning video from Mac last night. He gave me an update this morning.
Kelly, good morning. Great news. It's 8:16 a.m. on Monday morning, and we have the tooth. Happy Monday.
And I promptly replied, Mac, I could hardly sleep all night thinking about the tooth. I'm so relieved. Thank you for letting me know. So, as you can see, you can have like a quick discussion back and forth. These videos can be, the default is set for 90 seconds, but you as the educator can set them anywhere from 15 seconds to 5 minutes to be able to do anything up to like a theology speech or down to just a quick response to like a quick Spanish question, which is what I've been using them for Spanish 1 lately.
Yeah, Nolte, just kind of going off of what she was saying. This is great for speeches. Like if you want to do like short 5-minute speeches, like this is perfect for you.
Good.
So your options when you're like in here, and I'll pause this so it doesn't start again. You can star a video if it's like one of the great ones, feature or response. So the kids, when they're in your grid, they can see everyone else's videos. So if you want to star a response to say, this was a great response, so they can look at an example and say, oh, that person did a great job. I want to sort of model my response after them. You can also hit this Spark video, which will create a new thread. So if you were having some sort of discussion board and wanted to say, okay, actually our next discussion is going to be based off of this thought because this is a great topic to go forwards. You can see here, sparking this video will create a topic using the student's video as the topic resource. You will be able to edit the settings for this new topic once you select Spark. So the settings are the video length, the rubric, which we'll go over in a little bit, etc. So you can create a whole new thread with a video. And then mixtape, which I'll let Mac talk about.
Yep. Do you want to X out of that? Or did you get out of the shared screen? Or should I share my screen?
I can let you share.
All right. Let's see what we're working with here. Let's go screen share. All right. Let's get right into it. Nope. Here we go.
Your shorts.
Awesome. Oh yeah. All right. So, talking a little bit about mixtapes here. Okay. So, what this feature is it's a great idea for a type of like response. So basically, let's say you can like pose like a question. Like for example here that I put down the base facial expressions over Zoom. I'm saying Gray Walker's taking the cake on that one. So in my video, I would then say, hey, what's going on? I think Gray Walker has the best facial expression over Zoom. Okay. And then what it would do, it would then put each response like in order. So like if I were to go through my 24 kid D period, I would literally get to have their responses just kind of one right after the next, just so they could all see it. So it's just a different take of just responses. Anybody got any questions about that?
Yeah, quick question.
Yo, turn down your volume a little bit.
So what sorry, what is the, can all of the kids see the videos or can only you?
All of the kids can see the videos.
Okay, so in other words, it's not really good at like, okay, I need a video assessment, here's the question. I want you to give me a video response, a short answer response. And the other kids wouldn't be able to, they would be able to see it. So it wouldn't be like an assessment.
Yeah. So in that specific case, I would just go back to your grid, and then just post a question about that. So we can go to, this one, for example. Okay. So I just picked an example. So talking about symbolism in Barry's favorite, Gatsby.
Yes,
so-
yes.
Yes, that's right. So the question was, what symbolism are we exposed to in chapter 7? And then we've got this response right here.
The response.
He knows mic on.
No puedo escuchar.
We can't really hear Mac.
No puedo.
Can't hear a thing, Max.
So, but this is on that. Are those videos available to be seen by just
So,
you?
Mac, if you scroll down just a little bit, see that active button? If you do drop down, you can make it hidden so that only you can see it. So the other kids can't see each other's responses. If that's
So Billy, you'd probably want to use this one is kind of what I was more getting at.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know, pretty cool stuff. It's very easy, especially if you don't mind looking at stuff.
You guys think that some of these questions could be mitigated if we went to a, like one Zoom meeting per class per day kind of thing? Or, I mean, it looks like that's what we're considering doing at some point anyway, right?
Yeah, I think we're considering doing it live. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. That's above my pay grade.
Yeah.
So we'll let them figure it out. Next on here is this thing called Grid Pals. All right, which you guys can see right here. All right, so basically all that is just like putting in like what city and state you teach, what subject, and what school you're at. And literally it's just a chance to talk to other teachers on here. What worked for them, what didn't. I don't know if you really want to use this or not. And then another cool part about this is the Disco Library. All right, now this is where you can go on here and look at other people's information, like other people's projects, presentations, whatever, and then share it to your kids. So what I did here, let's go back to my grids. Let's look at Dead Poet Society right here. All right, so I took this from somebody over Disco Library. All right, this is pretty cool. You can put in a video right here. So like, hey, like watch this video, and then put like a little theme to it. So this one revolves around transcendentalism. Here's a little YouTube. All right, we ain't got to watch that whole thing. But so it's great. Like, hey, watch this video. What do you think? Here's a prompt. Go. So it's really good stuff. And all you got to do down here is just scroll down here to the bottom and just record a response. I mean, it's pretty user friendly, especially once you do it like once or twice. So like if you're a little bit more video orientated, or if you don't feel like necessarily having to click on a bunch of stuff and read it, like this is it right here. Kelly, am I missing anything here?
If you'll throw the screen back to me, I'll just show them the rubric, like editing options and things like that.
Yeah. Do I do new share? Oh God, here we go. Help.
Got it.
Cool.
All right.
Awesome.
So, and I'm just gonna take us out of this guy, if it'll let me. All right. to my grids from Spanish class. So in here, like I was saying earlier, like I just pause this guy. So I had grammar, vocab, and pronunciation. So if you just want to edit the rubric here, you can have the basic feedback they set up as ideas and performance. And I think that would be great to leave if you were just doing a discussion. But if you want to grade something, you can create your own rubric, and then this will save between grids, which was great because I thought, oh, that's kind of annoying. I'm going to have to set that up every time. But nope, it was there. As soon as I hit custom feedback on my next grid, it was already set up that way, which was awesome. You can add criteria, edit criteria. And then up here, you know, change your video titles. You can add sticky notes to things. You can turn on and off likes, you know, all different kinds of things. I have student-to-student replies on because they're like loving it, which I don't know, the more fun it is, I think the better it is. I'm moderating that, or not moderating it, but monitoring that though, you know, just to make sure that it doesn't become a problem. And then if it does, I will turn that off. Kind of why I have the likes off, because I didn't want that to become weird. So yeah, and then I have my recording time set at 1 minute and 30 seconds, which was the default. But like I said, you can have it up to 5 minutes if you're looking to do more of like a speech or something like that. So
yeah. So any questions, anything we can help anybody with? Bueller. No, we're good. Wow, we must have done a really good job explaining.
Can you show an example of them commenting, or one of your videos with a reply? And
show an example of what?
How you set it up where you had the video and then they could reply on it?
Yeah, let me see if they've done that on this most recent one. Yeah, they only have 8 videos, so they may not have done it yet. Let's none there. But it looks just like this one where Mac and I had replied. So it's just like this. You'll see it at the bottom where, see right here.
Kelly, great news.
So it just looks like that. You can see their little bubbles, and they talk to each other.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the most you can go on here for recording is 5 minutes. Sorry. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Kelly, with all of your kids, can they see each other's?
Yes.
Okay. Is there an option where you can make it so they can't?
Yeah.
Or just they can't?
On this grid, like this class, the first person who posted didn't understand how to do it. And then everybody watched it and thought that he did it correctly and started.
I was wondering, yeah.
So I had to hide his, and then I hid theirs. And then I just wrote a little message that said, here you can see what I wrote. Hey, great, try again with a complete sentence. Like, and I hit email feedback, it goes right to him. And then he got back on and redid it, and it was fine. And I sent that to the next 3 people too, because they like followed his example. And then people started getting it right. They couldn't see that bad example anymore, and they knew what to do.
So you would have to individually hide all of them?
Yes, or you could go in settings and make them all automatically hidden.
Okay, yeah, all right, that's what I was wondering. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And one other, did you set it up then by classes so they all get filed in one section and they're limited to see by section? And then
the link in their Blackboard announcements, like I created a different grid for each class.
Okay.
And put that link in their Blackboard announcements so that they would go to that specific thing. I could put them all in one group if I wanted, but I'm keeping them separate. And then each time I put up a new assignment, I'm taking down the old one just because I don't want them to get confused and start looking in an old one that I'm not looking at. And this is how I've decided to sort of do their participation grade, because I have that as a big category for foreign language. So they're not really getting like, it says 10 out of 15 here, and that's not like an actual grade I'm putting in the grade book. Like he got full credit, he participated. I'm just giving him feedback of like, you know, that's how well you did. But he got full credit. He got on. He did his assignment. Great work. Any other questions, thoughts, feelings, emotions?
Y'all did wonderful. I loved it.
Thank you.
That's really cool.
Guys.
It is.
All right.
Max, you're right. This would work for those speeches very well.